Among so many genres, adventure games remain some of the most memorable. They blend captivating narratives, intriguing worlds, and a constant sense of discovery. Every environment holds something special, and every decision leads to a new path. Whether facing dangers or exploring exotic landscapes, this genre manages to bring everything together in a memorable journey. When done right, an adventure game is worth every second and every penny. I'm Jax, and if you're new here, welcome to the Play Hunters channel. I bring you daily content so you don't miss any details of the gaming universe. And if you can subscribe to help me grow, I'd really appreciate it. From one gamer to another. Starting our list, we have Firewatch, which delivers a visually striking journey where each sunset in the Wyoming forest seems hand-painted. The vibrant colors, the soft contrasts of natural light, and the environmental details create an atmosphere that captivates with a single glance. Even with stylized graphics, the immersion feels complete, turning the simple act of walking through trails into something magical. You feel the wind, watch the treetops sway, and slowly find yourself fully inside that world. The strength of the game lies in the relationship you build with the voice on the radio as you try to uncover strange events in the area. Everything is told naturally, almost as if it were part of your routine, and that's what makes the narrative so impactful. There are no grand twists at every turn, but a growing tension that keeps you hooked to the details, the small decisions, and the silences full of meaning. The gameplay is simple, yet extremely effective within its purpose. You explore, investigate, and respond based on dialogues that subtly shape the experience. The calm pace contrasts with the growing tension in the story, creating a rare balance. The ambient sound is carefully crafted, and the music comes in only at the right moments, enhancing the melancholic and contemplative mood. It's a short game, but it stays with you long after it ends. In second place, Shadow of the Tomb Raider takes you into the dense jungles of South America on an intense and surprisingly reflective adventure. Every hidden ruin, every temple bathed in natural light, every waterfall surrounded by living nature feels like part of a moving painting. The setting fully immerses you, with environments rich in historical details and breathtaking visuals that make exploration as rewarding as the game's challenges themselves. The narrative delves into themes of legacy, responsibility, and sacrifice as you follow a character dealing with the consequences of her actions. The story is darker than in previous chapters and balances action with introspection well. Archaeology mixes with mysticism, and the calm moments become essential to understanding the internal conflicts driving the character. The gameplay combines exploration, combat, and puzzle solving in a fluid manner, giving you the freedom to set the pace of the adventure. The progression system encourages experimentation, while optional challenges reward with side stories and significant upgrades. The sound of the forest, the whispers of caves, and tribal music in the background create a sense of constant presence. It's a journey that masterfully combines action and contemplation. In third place, Tomb Raider Remastered is a direct invitation to those who miss the classic days of the series. The collection rescues the first three adventures with updated graphics, keeping the structure and charm of the original versions intact. Even with modernized visuals, each environment preserves the essence of the 90s, with enigmatic temples, deadly traps, and that constant feeling of solitude and discovery. The Remastered Trilogy reminds us how ingenious the level design was, always challenging you to think, explore, and survive. The movement is smoother, but still maintains the weight and tension of traditional acrobatics, with carefully timed jumps and puzzles that truly test your attention. There's a great respect for the original material, and that makes all the difference for those who play the originals or want to understand where it all started. It's nostalgic without being outdated, offering an experience that values what made the franchise what it is today. With the original soundtrack revamped, the silence of the old corridors turns into pure tension, and each secret found feels like a small victory. It's a faithful celebration of the games that marked an era and continue to influence the genre today. In fourth place, we have Hidden Deep, an adventure game that combines science fiction with claustrophobic suspense. Set in an abandoned underwater facility, you take command of a team sent to investigate mysterious events in dark and dangerous tunnels. The retro visual style and the gloomy atmosphere create a constant tension, while the plot unfolds enigmatically, leaving a sense of urgency in the air. The gameplay mixes exploration, puzzles, and moments of pure tension. Every move must be carefully planned, as death can come from traps, landslides, or creatures hidden in the darkness. The realistic physics and precise controls enhance the immersion, making you think twice before advancing through narrow passages or using risky equipment. The game is challenging, but rewards those who pay attention to the details and master the mechanics with patience. Even with a pixelated style, Hidden Deep conveys a sense of isolation and constant danger. The soundtrack, composed of ambient sounds and mechanical noises, intensifies the oppressive atmosphere of suspense. The feeling of being trapped in a place where every step could be your last is constant, making every bit of progress a small victory. If you enjoy games with a dense atmosphere and intense exploration, this is a title worth every penny. In fifth place, we have Journey to the Savage Planet, a sci-fi adventure that plays with absurdity in every detail. You arrive on an unknown planet as an explorer from the fourth worst space exploration company, and the mission is simple: catalog the fauna, flora, and determine if the place is habitable. The comedic tone is present in every corner, but that doesn't mean the world is any less fascinating. The exaggerated design of creatures and landscapes creates a colorful and charming world, hard to ignore. The gameplay mixes exploration, light combat, and solving small puzzles. Everything revolves around your equipment and how you interact with the environment. Upgrades like the use of the booster or the grappling hook open new movement possibilities, making progression feel natural and fun. The map is smart, with shortcuts and challenges that encourage curiosity, and even in the most chaotic moments, the humor helps maintain the light pace. The visual side plays an important role in conveying the game's personality, with exotic environments and creatures that seem straight out of a crazy children's book. But it's the subtle soundtrack, almost always with ironic tones, that perfectly accompanies each step of your journey. Journey to the Savage Planet is one of those games that doesn't take itself seriously, but delivers a much richer experience than it seems at first glance. In sixth place, Call of the Sea offers an engaging journey through a mysterious island full of puzzles and hidden secrets. Set in the 1930s, the game follows a woman searching for her missing husband, diving into a plot that blends exploration, memories, and supernatural elements. The Art Deco-inspired aesthetic brings the exotic setting to life, with vibrant colors and environments that catch the eye. Every step reveals a new fragment of the story, keeping curiosity alive. It's one of those games that intrigues more through mystery than direct action. The exploration mechanics are simple but extremely effective. The puzzles scattered along the way require keen observation and attention to detail, making progress naturally rewarding. There are no combat or external pressures. The focus is entirely on investigation and unraveling the story. The environments are varied enough to keep exploration fresh, with ancient structures, submerged caves, and ruins that tell more than they seem at first glance. This creates an atmosphere that mixes tranquility with unease. The sound plays an important role in reinforcing the setting, with soft tracks that follow the pace of the journey and sound effects that echo the island's solitude. The voice acting also contributes greatly, delivering emotion at the right moments. Call of the Sea is a love letter to mystery and adventure games, relying on atmosphere, storytelling, and artistic design to keep your attention until the end. It's an introspective, visually striking adventure, perfect for those who enjoy stories that unfold slowly, always with a new enigma ahead. In seventh place, La-Mulana 1 and 2 deliver two adventures that challenge logic and attention to every detail. Each temple seems to hold secrets that don't reveal themselves immediately, requiring you to observe, take notes, and think like a true digital archaeologist. The labyrinth structure is ingenious, full of traps and hidden paths, where every step feels like a small victory. The pixel art visual enhances the charm of the ancient ruins, while the subtle sounds maintain a tense and mysterious atmosphere. Nothing is obvious, and the sense of accomplishment is present from start to finish. This is the type of game that doesn't tell you what to do, it just throws you into the unknown with scattered clues and fragments of story. As you progress, you begin to understand how that world works, connecting elements and discovering paths that seemed unreachable. The intelligence of the puzzles requires patience and rewards you with surprising revelations. Mastering the logic behind the riddles makes every discovery meaningful, and understanding the structure of the temples becomes almost addictive. The sequel takes everything further with larger maps and more freedom to explore. You won't find frantic battles, but you will need attention in every combat and, most importantly, in route decisions. Challenges are everywhere, including in the way the game's systems interact. La-Mulana rewards your curiosity with real discoveries, making you feel part of that ancient, forgotten universe, full of layers. Nothing here is superficial. Everything seems placed with intention. And when something finally makes sense, the satisfaction is total. In 8th place, we have Prince of Persia: The Forgotten Sands, a title that honors the franchise's legacy with a complete focus on action, acrobatics, and an immersive setting. The game places you in the middle of a collapsing kingdom, where mystical forces are unleashed, requiring quick decisions and even more precise jumps. With a plot that blends duty, sacrifice, and mythology, this adventure returns to the charm of the classic versions, delivering a solid and intense journey. The movement system is fluid, with vertiginous climbs, wall running, and choreographed combat requiring rhythm and mastery of skills. The time manipulation mechanic adds depth to the gameplay, allowing you to rewind mistakes and create different strategies in battles or on your journey through the environment. Environmental puzzles also contribute to maintaining the pace, keeping it varied and clever. The settings mix golden palaces, ancient ruins, and threatening catacombs, always with an atmosphere full of mystery and urgency. Each new area invites exploration and rewards with upgrades or important revelations. The soundtrack enhances the epic mood and gives a grand tone to the battles. Even years after its release, this title remains a solid choice for those who love adventures with soul and identity. In 9th place, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle promises to bring back the grandeur of classic adventures in a modern and engaging format. With exotic settings, ancient ruins, and that mysterious tone that defines the character's universe, it seems that this journey will take you on a path through forgotten civilizations, legendary artifacts, and global conspiracies. The setting is rich in details, always guiding through the contrast between history and constant action. The gameplay mixes exploration with intelligent puzzles and occasional combat. Each environment presents a new challenge, whether it's crossing a collapsed cave or escaping from ancient traps. The use of the iconic whip seems creatively integrated into the mechanics, working both to cross obstacles and interact with the environment. Nothing feels artificial. Everything flows naturally amidst the controlled chaos of relics and dangers. The game also focuses heavily on the narrative rhythm, with intense moments interspersed with dialogue full of personality. Everything works to make you feel part of this global hunt, as if each step brings you closer to a secret hidden for centuries. In 10th place, The Pathless delivers an adventure where freedom and connection with the world are the driving forces. You traverse vast forests, mountains, and ancient temples, guided only by your bow and the company of a loyal eagle. No conventional maps or markers. Exploration here is pure intuition, and each environment seems designed to encourage constant movement and contemplation of the unknown. The movement mechanic is the game's standout feature. By hitting targets scattered throughout the environment with your bow, you maintain your running rhythm, glide across hills, and leap great distances with the help of the eagle. The fluidity of this dynamic makes the simple act of moving enjoyable and addictive. Puzzles scattered around the world require observation and reasoning, never breaking the pace, but making each area unique. It's a game that rewards curiosity with genuinely memorable moments. The encounters with corrupted spirits are intense, almost ceremonial. They combine stealth, pursuit, and pattern solving in mystical arenas that break the meditative silence of exploration. The soundtrack, which appears at the right moments, elevates the impact of the battles and amplifies the sense of journey. There is a deep connection between music, setting, and movement that makes the environment feel almost sacred. Few games manage to maintain this harmony between action and contemplation. In 11th place, Stray Blade combines intense action with the exploration of an ancient world marked by ruins, secrets, and forgotten magic. The journey takes place in Acrea, a mysterious valley where entire civilizations have vanished. You awaken as a resurrected warrior, forced to fight for freedom while uncovering fragments of a buried past. The setting is filled with places to explore and hidden treasures, enhancing the constant feeling of discovery. The combat demands focus and reflexes, centered around fast and precise duels. Each enemy has different patterns, requiring you to read their movements and master the timing to attack or defend. Alongside a magical companion that provides support and special abilities, you unlock new paths and face increasingly elaborate challenges. The skill tree is built around your preferred weapon, encouraging adaptation and experimentation throughout the journey. One of the most striking aspects is the living world system. Enemies and the environment react to your actions, creating permanent changes. This makes revisiting old areas as exciting as moving forward. The game impresses with its wild beauty and vibrant colors, contrasting with the darker tones of many games in the genre. It feels like you're exploring a sacred place, filled with dangers and hidden wonders at every turn. In 12th place, Windbound is an adventure that blends survival and exploration in an enchanted archipelago. You wake up alone on a mysterious island with no memory, needing to gather resources, hunt, and build a boat to move forward. Each island holds secrets and ancient structures that lead to a silent, symbolic narrative. The cel-shaded visuals, with soft colors and landscapes that look like moving paintings, give the journey a contemplative tone. The sea is a vital part of the game, and navigating between islands offers both freedom and risk. Building and customizing your boat becomes almost as important as keeping your character alive on land. The wild creatures range from peaceful to hostile, and combat requires strategy since resources are scarce and every choice matters. The subtle soundtrack fits well with the introspective mood, enhancing moments of discovery and tension. The world changes with each new playthrough, with procedurally generated islands, giving a sense of constant renewal. There's a balance between the lightness of exploration and the challenge of survival, making every step significant. Slowly, fragments of the story are revealed through totems and environmental elements, connecting the protagonist to something much larger. The journey is solitary but never empty. There's always something on the horizon waiting to be uncovered. In 13th place, Uncharted 4 delivers one of the most cinematic and well-produced adventures in gaming history. Every environment is built with an absurd level of detail, from lush forests to forgotten ruins, all with a vibrant color palette and impressive art direction. The game takes you through an engaging treasure hunt story, historical mysteries, and family relationships, all with impeccable pacing and breathtaking action sequences. The gameplay mixes intense gunfights, vertical exploration with climbs, and creative puzzles that keep the interest high. The combat system is fluid, with well-implemented cover mechanics and moments that require both sharp aim and solid strategies. Between shootouts, there are moments of pure contemplation, like driving through vast landscapes and watching the world come alive around you. Each chapter feels like a new location in a grand adventure movie. Even in the simplest conversations, the game handles character development and the emotional building of the story well. There's weight to the decisions and shared memories between the protagonists, which elevate the narrative beyond the treasure hunt. The graphics and sound design lend a realistic and profound feel to the journey, making everything even more engaging. It's a complete journey, crafted with passion for every detail. In 14th place, the Uncharted Trilogy captures the pure essence of adventure in 3 chapters that marked a generation. Each game takes you to exotic locations, with ancient ruins, lost temples, and natural dangers revealed in intense action and exploration sequences. The graphical leap between titles shows the evolution of the series, but the charm lies in the sense of discovery and situations that feel straight out of a movie. The orchestral soundtrack complements every environment perfectly, enhancing the immersion at all times. The combat is fast-paced, with frantic shootouts, cinematic chases, and puzzles that require attention and logic. Throughout the trilogy, the gameplay refines, delivering more responsive controls and greater freedom to explore. Everything is tied together with good humor and memorable scenes that make each chapter stand out. The transitions between exploration, combat, and story are seamless, maintaining an exciting rhythm throughout. Even in chaotic settings, the game knows how to manage tension masterfully. Even with all the explosions and gunfights, there are moments when the game slows down to allow for deeper, more human connections between characters. The trilogy builds a complete journey of growth, maturation, and difficult choices. It's the kind of package worth revisiting, not just for the action, but for the way it captivates from start to finish. The feeling of being on a grand journey never fades, and the ending leaves a lasting memory. In 15th place, Black Flag offers an adventure unlike anything the series had shown before. By swapping walled cities for tropical islands and urban parkour for climbs on cliffs and ships, the game creates a unique sense of freedom. Life at sea is the heart of the journey, with intense naval battles, exploration of submerged reefs, and fortresses hidden on distant islands. The open world is full of mysteries, secrets, and an ocean that truly feels alive. In combat, there's a balance between the franchise's stealth style and direct confrontation. You can silently approach an enemy camp or launch a brutal attack on a Spanish ship. The evolution of the ship, its cannons, crew, and structure becomes an essential part of the journey. The main and side missions intertwine naturally, revealing a story of piracy, ambition, and loyalty. Every new island or port city holds a surprise worth discovering. More than just a change of scenery, this title reinvented the essence of the series itself. The feeling of sailing under a sunset, singing with the crew, and seeing the horizon open ahead is unforgettable. There's a rare balance between action, immersion, and emotion. Even with so many games in the franchise, few leave such a distinct mark as this one. It's a grand adventure that's worth every penny, with a rich world full of possibilities. In 16th place, Subnautica takes you to the depths of an alien ocean where survival is driven by curiosity and the fear of the unknown. After a space crash, the submerged landscape slowly reveals itself, with strange creatures, underwater structures, and biomes that shift from serenity to threat in seconds. The beauty of the sea is hypnotizing, but there's always something lurking in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to strike. Each dive uncovers a new detail, a vital resource, or a piece of the puzzle about what really happened on that planet. The gameplay blends exploration, collection, building, and constant tension. Creating underwater bases, upgrading equipment, and seeking oxygen become natural tasks driven by the desire to uncover more. Even in such a hostile world, there's a strange calm that makes the journey almost meditative. The visuals are stunning, with vibrant colors, exotic creatures, and environments that change with depth. Everything works as a single gear, where every piece reinforces the total immersion in the alien ocean. It's one of those games that creates lasting memories without saying a word. In 17th place, Zelda Breath of the Wild delivers one of the most alive and enchanting open worlds ever created. Every corner of the Kingdom of Hyrule invites exploration, whether through secrets, hidden ruins, or the natural surprises that pop up every moment. There's no single path. You create your own journey, scale mountains, plan routes, and shape your destiny as you go. The world responds to the laws of physics and weather, turning even the simplest actions into unexpected discoveries. The gameplay is rich in freedom, with mechanics that encourage creativity in combat, puzzle solving, and traversal. Special abilities in the physics system allow each challenge to be approached in various ways. The construction of shrines and battles against imposing bosses elevate the adventure, offering moments of tension and reward. Even after hours of play, there's always something new waiting for your curious eye. The visuals charm with their artistic direction that blends simplicity and beauty in perfect harmony. The wide landscapes, changing weather, and light effects create a constant sense of wonder. The soundtrack is subtle, timely, and intensifies each step without ever imposing itself, leaving space for the sound of wind, rain, and nature around you. It's an adventure that's not just played, it's lived. Undoubtedly, one of the best open-world games of all time. In 18th place, Horizon Forbidden West expands on everything the previous game presented, increasing the scope of the world, the complexity of missions, and the beauty of the scenery. The lands of the Forbidden West are vast, diverse, and filled with ruins, colossal machines, and unique cultures that spark a constant desire to explore. Each region presents its own aesthetic and distinct challenges, keeping the rhythm engaging and surprising. The combat system is tactical, agile, and allows for an immense variety of strategies, from traps to direct confrontations with mechanized and human enemies. The weapons, equipment, and abilities offer plenty of customization, encouraging choices that match your playstyle. The game also introduces much more refined climbing and traversal mechanics, making access to more remote areas easier and enhancing the exploration experience. The narrative evolves into deeper themes, involving technology, nature, and identity in an engaging way. The dialogues and side quests are dense and well-crafted, contributing to the lore of the world. The soundtrack accompanies the epic tone of the journey, alternating grand moments with subtle passages that follow the silence of desolate landscapes. It's a journey that combines visual impact with substance and narrative weight. In 19th place, Outer Wilds delivers one of the most intriguing and intelligent narrative experiences of the last decade. You wake up on a small planet, part of a solar system that holds ancient secrets and a cycle of destruction that restarts every 22 minutes. With no explicit goals, everything revolves around your curiosity and the desire to understand what's happening. Exploration is free, and each discovery leads to new questions that pull you even deeper into this cosmic mystery. The visuals are stylized and unique, with planets that have their own behaviors, like deserts that swap places or structures that crumble over time. Each location is intentionally designed, rewarding observation and reasoning. The gameplay is based on navigation, physics, and solving puzzles, without combat or traditional progression, but with a constant sense of advancement as each clue is discovered. The music is subtle but unforgettable, marking moments with melancholic beauty and reinforcing the contemplative mood in the face of the vastness of the universe. The way the story unfolds, solely through exploration and acquired knowledge, is rare to see. It's a game that challenges logic and emotionally impacts in unexpected ways, creating a journey that stays with you long after the end. It's the kind of adventure that grips you for weeks and makes you forget the real world. In 20th place, Star Wars Jedi Survivor continues the story with a darker and more introspective tone, delving into the scars left by the Empire. The narrative deepens into the consequences of war and the moral dilemmas that arise when trying to resist such an oppressive force. Combat has evolved and now offers more freedom, with varied lightsaber styles, fluid combinations, and creative use of the Force. The phases alternate between grand battles and environmental puzzles that require attention and reasoning. There's a constant sense of progression, both in abilities and exploration itself. Everything seems designed to make the rhythm feel more natural and engaging. The planets are more open, filled with secrets, distinct biomes, and stories hidden in every corner. The variety of environments is impressive, with ruins, dense forests, abandoned cities, and resistance hideouts. Each area encourages revisits, thanks to abilities unlocked later on. One unique aspect is how the game blends exploration with organic storytelling, making you feel like you're truly uncovering the universe. And among so many details, there's even room for moments of calm, like decorating your base or bonding with companions. Continuing, we have Deadfall Adventures, which delivers an adventure that feels straight out of classic exploration films. With a protagonist crossing forgotten ruins, ancient tombs, and temples filled with traps, the game puts you on a journey around the world in search of legendary artifacts. The story blends historical elements with supernatural touches, creating an atmosphere of constant discovery. Each chapter feels like it's straight out of an old adventure book. The gameplay combines first-person shooting with exploration and puzzle solving. Throughout the campaign, you'll need to alternate between intense action and moments of heightened attention to survive traps and decipher environmental puzzles. It's not just about running and shooting, but understanding the environment and its secrets. The combat system is simple but functional, serving as a bridge between moments of exploration. Ancient weapons, torches, and artifacts are used both to attack and interact with the environment. The environments are varied, and each location has its own identity, from scorching deserts to frozen ruins and tropical caves. The art direction contributes greatly to the atmosphere of the adventure, with spaces that evoke the fascination of archaeology and the danger of exploration. The sense of rhythm is well-crafted, balancing combat, discoveries, and environmental challenges smoothly. Even though it's an older title, it delivers a solid, fun, and charming journey for those seeking an action game with the soul of an explorer. And tell me, which of these games have you had the chance to play? Did any spark your curiosity and make you want to add it to your list of upcoming games? We'd love to know which one caught your attention the most. Share in the comments any game that definitely belongs on the list but ended up being left out. If you can, please subscribe to the channel to help me grow and never be unsure about what to play again. I've left 2 videos on the card, one I personally selected for you, and the other YouTube chose. Just click on either one to watch. Big hug, happy gaming, and see you tomorrow.